Okay, Dave, I just want to ask you, when did you start taking karate?
I started taking karate in 1972. In 1972, it was really a strange era for karate because karate, back in those days, if you ever saw any on TV or anything like that, it was basically Bruce Lee. That's it. And so if you took karate, you were Bruce Lee. When I took karate, the first thing that happened to me, the first lesson I took, I went home, I talked to my parents, I talked to my friends, whatever, told them that I was taking karate. It instantly changed the whole mystique about me. They became envious right there on the spot. It'd be like saying, you know what, I got my pilot's license to somebody and somebody go, whoa, really? And that's the way it was taking karate. It was like, wow, really? Back then, not so many people took karate, so it was a unique thing, but it also gave you a power instantly. And it doesn't matter how tough you are or how weak you were. As soon as they heard you were taking karate, that was it. Like, it changed me as a person. It changed me in other people's eyes, so it gave me a power and it changed me as a person. The weird thing in my situation was is I was already good at sports. I was a good baseball player, good football player, basketball player, bowler. It didn't matter really what sport it was. I was always kind of either the first guy to get picked or I was the guy picking people. Um, so when I walked into the place, I was already considered a tough guy. And back then, you sort of needed to be that because the only people that took karate were tough guys. And so when you came in and you got that, it was, you know, you get that added mystique when you go out and people hear you're taking karate and you're already good, and then it really adds something to it, you know. But you don't have to be that. You don't have to be a tough guy walking in. But back then you did because we did full contact fighting, bare knuckles, you know, which is no gloves, no pads on your hands or feet, and you hit, and you feel the guy's ribs when you hit them and things like that.
What was it like for you when you started?
Well, that was the biggest thing I had when I started was, um, like I said, it gave me that power instantly right away. But I really loved how it allowed me to achieve goals, one goal at a time. I achieved an orange belt, and then a purple belt, and then a blue belt. But each goal I achieved was me doing it. It wasn't a team doing it. It wasn't a whole baseball team. It wasn't a whole football team or basketball team. It was an individual thing. And the private lessons that I was getting really helped that because it made me achieve the goals for me. Because maybe I wasn't a great kicker to start with or a great puncher or whatever, but whatever I needed to be, then I became that. And it suited me really
You
well.
talk about when you first started, there's mainly adult men, a lot of tough guys. Uh, Today it seems to be a little bit different. What does it take to start today? You have people who are non-athletes that come in here. You have kids and women.
Right, and in my early days, women just didn't come in and take karate. Children did not take karate. Well, now it's gotten to be real safe. It's fun. So women take karate. It's a great exercise. It takes over for gyms. You don't need the gym. You can come in here and work out and get slimmer, prettier, more flexible, everything like that, and which really women like to do too. But it also teaches you strong self-defense. But basically, no injuries, you know, anything like that comes out of here. I mean, if you get an injury, you know, five injuries in a baseball team in a 2 year time period, there's less than that in karate. You just don't have very many injuries doing karate. I mean, you can pull a hamstring or something like that just like you would in any other sport. The kids really liked it. But in today's time, the mystique of karate still holds. When that kid comes in and he's weak, or let's say he isn't a tremendous athlete or something like that, he will become better at it right away. And to his friends and his family, as soon as he takes that first lesson, he will elevate himself completely in every aspect. But he will become a better athlete all around because we like to dedicate ourselves and teach them private lessons, so we teach them personally and we make sure they achieve that belt. When they get an orange belt, they're equal to everybody else who got an orange belt here. They achieve it just like the other orange belts achieved it. And then when they go on to the purple belt, they achieve that. Each goal is achieved. They are a success when they do it. Just like a star on a baseball team. You know, baseball teams, let's say you play a baseball team, you're on a baseball team and you're the star. You're the star pitcher. Well, you know, they would just, if I'm the star pitcher or something, they just tell me to go, you know, everybody go warm up me. And there's, you know, 9 people on the team, but then there's a bunch of people sitting on the bench. Well, they don't even get a chance to play or try unless it's a blowout. And they may have the talent to get good anyway, but when you take a private karate lesson, they make sure you just get better and better, and you achieve that orange belt just as good as the star achieves that orange belt when you get there. You have to achieve it, and you will do it. We will make you get it right and do it right. And it's just a great feeling when you achieve those goals. Okay?